MJ, for this next one, I'm going to lean on you just a little bit because I know you have visited Walt Disney World plenty of times. I only visited twice in my life. I think I know it pretty well, but I can't probably compare to your visitation. What am I talking about, guys? I am talking about the Rivers of America. No article for this one, but we do have video. This provided by Ron from Follow the Bradley's Fun over there on YouTube. You can see right here, that isn't a shot of the Rivers of America from several weeks ago, where it had like, a little bit of water still in it. Oh, no. This is from today. This is breaking right now. The Rivers of America, once thought to be completely drained, and I know they had crews and pumps out there to fully drain this river in order to start construction for their new Piston Peak Cars Land project, or I think, what is it? I think Jonas called it Cars Mountain. That's pretty funny. They're going to be on hold for just a little bit longer because during storm season, it looks like the amount of rain that Florida has experienced has actually refilled partially the Rivers of America out there at Magic Kingdom. MJ, how much rain have you guys seen in the last, I guess several weeks, several days? And are you surprised by this result?
I'm not surprised at all. We were just there on Labor Day weekend for my daughter's birthday. And yeah, the amount of rain we are getting, like right now, I live in South Florida. I'm a few hours away from the Walt Disney World Resort, and it is pouring. It is thunderstorming. They were actually showing, my daughter sent me a video on TikTok. I forgot to send it to you so you could show it on here. It is absolutely pouring in the Magic Kingdom right now. It is like, we were so blessed though when we went during Labor Day weekend. There was just a few rain, like a couple of rain showers, and then it, died off. And then we had some cloudy, not too much sun. We were very blessed, but this is not shocking. That whole area is like a bank just ready to, catch water. And there's obviously very poor infrastructure because, they should have a system in place or something like, okay, you're wasting so much money. You're draining it to make way for this new land, whatever, this is, and look, now there's debris because of the wind in Florida. We have a lot of rain. So of course, all the trash and everything's going to end up in there, and it's just ugly. It's not, it's really ugly. It's not a sight to see. You don't even want to be in that area. I mean, it's so sad that it comes down to that. They could at least put something else so we don't see that. I mean, really, it's not.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Bob, usually they're Disney, that is, obviously pretty big on show, or at least, historically anyway. Nowadays, community core hall, but besides the point, it's still though you do have a range of work walls that they like to deploy for these big time projects. Obviously, wall cot and so forth. I am kind of surprised that Disney hasn't walled off this area completely, so that what we're seeing right now maybe isn't as easily as viewable as I think the company would dislike it to be. Bob, are you surprised that they haven't walled this off in a more meaningful way in order to prevent these views?
Well, I was kind of surprised too that they haven't, but at the same time, they're not doing a whole lot of work at the moment. They kind of drain the rivers and they're obviously dismantling things, but I think once they get closer to actually, really demolishing things and building the new, Cars Land, that's when you'll probably see these walls go up so that you can't see all this stuff happening. But not surprised about the water. Unfortunately, it happens. And I just got back from, the Caribbean. There are tons of storms that were out there and headed to Florida. So it happens. And I don't expect them to, drain the water right away until they actually need to. But unfortunately, this happens a lot.
Well, I realize it happens, and I realize this takes place, but they had just finally completely drained this river. And unfortunately, and we covered a story recently in That Park Place talking about the fish. And unfortunately, while they did move out 2,000 fish, unfortunately there were and if you're squeamish, folks, please look away at the screen right now, just for 2 minutes. There were rotting fish carcasses at the bottom of Rivers of America. And obviously, smell-wise, that must not have been pleasant, but also visually, just really, honestly, just bad show. And I'm just so surprised that Disney hasn't done something meaningfully about this. Obviously, they did do something about the stagnating water there, which is good, but you leave debris like this, that's not so good. You leave this within views, that's not so great. I don't know. I'm really shocked by that. But anyway, getting back to Rivers of America being partially full, to utilize so much equipment and so much expensive time, effort, and money to fully drain this river, and then now it's actually filling back up again because, as Jonas beautifully mentioned on the Bro Show, it's built to contain water. I don't know. It just seems like a little bit of an oversight when you are doing this work in this very stormy season, almost hurricane season, if I recall. MJ, when is hurricane season exactly for Florida typically?
Typically, it starts in June and then it ends around the beginning of November. So we have a big, a few months of dealing with this kind of weather. But the most downpours we have are August. Everyone knows August and September. It is just, bring your ponchos, bring your jackets, bring your umbrellas. This is also why the tickets are so affordable in the month of September. As you can see, it's the cheapest time to go because the weather is crappy and no one wants to be in the park. They're just trying to entice people. Come on, it's 119, and that's for Animal Kingdom. It's still expensive to go to Magic Kingdom, is the most expensive park. And with that being said, this is the most visited park in the world. It's unfortunate. Why, if you're coming in from another country or something and you have a vacation plan, you've never been here in your life and you've seen footage, you've seen videos, and this is what you walk into. This is unacceptable.
It really is. And MJ is completely right about this. We were going to cover this story on That Park Place. We never really got around to it, but those Labor Day crowds for the Magic Kingdom were very, very low. This exclusive video from Marvin Montanaro, our editor-in-chief of That Park Place, taken on the day, and I believe with a couple of screenshots of wait times added in here just to round out this picture. But it is profound just how lowly attended this park actually is around this time, because I think there are multiple factors for that. But MJ, you're completely right. The weather just isn't that hospitable. It's not quite Halloween season just yet, so a lot of people might not be making their way in the park for that holiday specifically, unless you have maybe a ticket to Mickey's Not So Scary. Obviously, it's hot coming out of August right there. It's muggy. It's humid. It's all those different things, and typically you have this kind of they call it a price elasticity over there at Disney, where you lower the prices in order to get people in. But even then, they haven't been super successful at that. And Theme Park Wizard coming in here with the comment 2024 attendance numbers coming out later this month. I'm excited to see them. Very excited to see that as well. That's the TEA numbers, or the Theme Park, the Themed Entertainment Association numbers, which are the basis for a lot of decisions across the industry, and it is definitely something that we keep track of here at That Park Place. That's going to be exciting to see. Rivers of America, though, I guess that's going to stay full for a period of time here while Disney gets its act together to finally remove this water and start what is now an anticipated project for multiple reasons, this Cars Land Piston Peak project. We'll keep you all up to date on everything in regards to Rivers of America out there, the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.